Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, last time on What If Deku was reborn as a Void Dragon, as he took upon the Queen of the Vampire Nation, wanted to test Izuku out, and the Omi's request was a perfect opportunity. Unfortunately for Izuku, he was on his way on his way to the Omi Nation. He was captured by a young female pirate. By coincidence, Toga did find out who took her little dragon, and that would be her one of her friends that she's made over the years. She's been into this world as a pureblood vampire. She's been around for a very long time. Give me a second, guys. Something popped up on my thing. Izuku found it very disturbing that he's so submissive towards this not vampire, but pirate called Jade. He doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know what she's talking about. A writer. Jade comes from a old line of dragon riders. She has royal blood in her. So when it comes to void dragons, they're submissive when it comes to the royal family. They're unable to hurt them in any way. He found himself in a odd situation where he's going to marry two women instead of this Toga. He's still not going to recognize her as a writer. Only time will tell. As we start our episode off, as Izuku's in bed, as you have Toga on the right, I believe, and Jade's on the left, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. Izuku gets out of bed. He stretches as he knows some arms around him. Good morning, treasure. Jade, was it? Yes, pretty much. That's my name. Want to know, what do you mean by dragon rider? I suppose this would come up eventually. Let's get dressed first. As they get dressed, as Toga finally wakes up, as Toga follows suit with Izuku and Jade, as Toga has her arms wrapped around Izuku's arm, and so does Jade on the other side. What I know of the Dragon Riders is what I've been told, that's been passed down through the generations of my family line. You see, my family and the Void Dragons had a symbiotic relationship. As they walk into a room, as there's a big painting of a Void Dragon with a rider on top of it. You see this portrait, Void. This is the portrait of the very first Dragon Rider and in the start of a old tradition. Once, a long time ago, when the Void Dragons were running amok on the land, my ancestor saved one of these Void Dragons. It happened to be the ruler. Ancestor saved her life. In return, such a act of kindness towards a void dragon, that the void dragons were no one has shown no one has shown such kindness towards a void dragon before. In return of for saving her life, she submitted to the human, my ancestor, and and that's when the bond was created. I have no idea what the methods they used, but since that day, my family line has always had dragon blood in them. But when a dragon rider is accepted by the dragon rider does acquire some abilities. Also, with a long life. As long as the dragon survives, the rider will. They have a symbiotic relationship. Normally, a dragon rider would make the dragon submit to them, but because of my lineage, I don't have that problem. I could easily have you submit to me and make you into my dragon through a force bond, but I don't want to do that. I want you to be I want you to submit to me willingly as your dragon rider. Do you find it strange that you're able to shift between a human form and a dragon form? Not many dragons have that ability, especially the void dragons. It was only a require. It was only a your. The void dragons were, sorry, the void dragons were only able to acquire such ability is because of the symbiotic relationship the void dragons had with the dragon rider. Normally, when a rider chooses a dragon, the dragon is able to take a human form. Other dragons could do that naturally, but void dragons are a little bit different. Void, I have my own agenda. I want you to accept me on your own free will as your dragon rider. Then I want to revitalize our land, the void lands. I want to return that land to its former glory. I was, sorry, as the stories describe the void lands a whole different way, passed through the generations. The land was beautiful once, thrived with life, plant life. It was what I've been told, it was quite a beautiful sight. But after the massacre of your kind, it it scarred the land, made it desolate. Don't get me wrong, I love my life, but I want more. I just don't want to be a pirate my rest of my life. Having two wives will guarantee a faster process of repopulating your kind. Given you, it won't any offspring we provide you won't be a full dragon, but the void dragons will reappear in some form or fashion. Void, my love, you should give her a chance. You might have had a well bad impression on her the first time you met. There is no lies in her words, dear. Ezekiel turns around, grabs Jade by the throat, and lifts her up against the wall. You think I'll submit? I could strangle you here and now. Then do it, treasure. I'm helpless against you. As a dragon, your pride won't allow it. I can't imagine what type of life you lived, Void. As she gently touches Ezekiel's cheek. To be the only one of your kind. That we can agree upon that. That I understand. What do you mean? I might have the blood of the dragon, but my mother and little brother don't have that trait in them. It's selective when it comes to the line. The last dragon rider was born with my grandmother. See, love, the moment I saw you on that ship, I just knew that you were my dragon. This give me a chance, Void. Prove that I'm worthy for you. Sorry. I will prove I'm worthy. If it takes a little bit. Izuku has a grin on his face. You're a very interesting human. Very well. I will allow this to prove yourself thing. I highly doubt it will work for you, but I like to see you try. As Izuku releases Jade, as she rubs her neck. As you have Jade, as she dusts herself off, as she puts a finger on Izuku's chest. Maybe after we get back saving my brother, we could continue this. I do love it when a man gets aggressive. She winks at Izuku. Shall we? As Toga grabs onto Izuku, as she says, "Now, dear, be nice. We all need to be cordial with each other. She's going to be You're going to have You're going to be quite busy having two wives. And don't worry, I've already informed Mother of the situation." As the group leaves, all right, boys, get the ship ready. We're going on a little voyage. Where, ma'am? To the Omi Nation. It's about time I collected my brother. Aye, aye, ma'am. As they get in a ship, as they get prepared, as the ship sails from their little hideout, as they're heading strictly towards the Omi Nation, as it's going to take a couple hours. Sorry, stupid thing keeps popping. So, Tugga, do you know where we're rendezvousing with the Queen and the little princess? Yes, we have already. I've already have informed of the situation. I'm curious, love. Are you going to tell her who you are? What do you mean, Toga? Don't play me for a fool, love. I know I know who your mother was back in the old world. I was quite obsessed over you. Still am, but nevertheless. Best if she doesn't know. That that young kid was thrived to be a hero and all goodness and all that. He died a long time ago. It's best for her to believe that her old son died that day. As Inko sees that same pirate ship, as she sees these Void and Toga. My apologies for our last encounter. But our goals align on this one factor. Queen Inko. We'll get this nasty dragon off your land. Why are you helping us? Simple. The dragon has my brother. And I want to kill that thing. Well, I won't be killing it. That's where this is where Void comes in. Treasure. Stupid Discord on. By the way, Toga dear, what is it, Jade? Has he shifted in front of you? No, he hasn't even shown me his dragon form. I've asked him several occasions, but he refuses every time. It's a bit frustrating, but that's just how he is sometimes. Everyone, you might want to stand back while I distract the dragon. You go in there rescue Toga and Jade. You go rescue the kid, and hopefully everything will go according to plan. A blind purple light engapes and surrounds Izuku as when everyone's able to see again, as they see Izuku in his void dragon form. So this is my Izuku's form. Quite beautiful, actually. As Toga steps up in front of Izuku, as Izuku's, "What are you doing, Toga?" As she touches his snout, as she puts her forehead against the dragon. That's beautiful. That we agree upon. Very beautiful. Now, be careful, treasure. You're going to be coming across against a elder dragon, so I don't know how this is going to fan out. Once I rescue my brother, we'll provide with some support. Immediately, Izuku takes off as he flies in the sky, heading towards the dragon. As Izuku hear a huge crash, as Izuku heard a loud crash noise as something's coming straightly towards him, as whatever building that dragon was in, yeah, he just ran through that door like crazy. As Izuku sees a humongous dragon heading towards his way. As the black dragon touches to the ground, and so does Izuku. You should have stayed in hiding, Void Dragon. But I'm glad you showed up. I had a suspicion that one of your kind still lived. It's about time I finished the job. Oh, this is gonna be fun, Black Dragon. I'm gonna enjoy feasting on your heart tonight. Try not to die too fast now. As they both unleash their dragon fire, as the fire blast is colliding with each other. As when they cancel each other out, as they both jump into sky, as they go into a air battle. As Toga and Jade could see Izuku and the Black Dragon fighting in the air, as fire shoots out everywhere around them. As it's quite a light show. Izuku was forced to focus on speed attacks, as he knows he can't overpower this elder dragon. He's far too young. Immediately, Izuku and the dragon collide in midair as they fall down to the ground. The black dragon tail wrapped around Izuku's neck as he throws him against a building as it breaks on top of him. Izuku gets the rubble off him as he gets a tail whip right in the face as it dazes him a little bit as the dragon swiped his claws on the right side of his eye as Izuku screams out in pain as there's a screech noise. Toga, there he is, up on that cage. Don't worry, dear, I got this. As Toga jumps up, cuts the chain. As before the cage could fall to the ground, Toga grabs it and sets it on the ground. As she rips the bars off, as there you are, little brother. Hi, sis. I knew you would come eventually. As she picks him up, let's get my brother back on ship. I'm worried about Void. Void? Who's Void, sister? Don't worry, little one. It's going to be your new brother-in-law soon. So you finally conned someone to actually marry you. Enough of that enough back talk. As she pokes his cheek. As the black dragons got Izuku pinned to the ground. Far too young to be a challenge to me, boy. Die. As he was about to kill a killing blow, as some sort of energy charging from Izuku's mouth, as a beam of purple energy blasts him as Izuku hears a mighty pain or actually the dragon yells out in pain, shakes his head as he got hit in the side of the head. As he took his foot off of Izuku, as he immediately took this chance to shift back to his human form, as he summons Nightingale. Purple energy starts emitting from the blade, and as immediately he swings his sword several times, as purple sword beams fire at the dragon, piercing his skin a little bit as Izuku rush forward, jump in the middle air, slams his blade right into to the dragon. As he screams out in pain, as he falls on his back, as Izuku begins ripping open, as he rips the dragon's heart out, as he begins to eat it. As he shifts to his dragon form, as he took the heart and as it isn't claw, as he throws it up in air, as he chomps down on the heart, as he shifts back into his human state, as he slams his sword into the ground, as Ezekiel's breathing heavy, as he has cuts all over himself. He can't see on his right side because of the injury he got from the dragon. Ezekiel slowly walks out of the area he is as his blade is dragging on the ground. As he's huffing and puffing, he's tired and he's injured quite a bit. When he was about to fall over, as when Toga and Jade catches him. You've done well, my love. Rest. Let's get him back to ship now. Can you help me with some? As Jade, Void, you're with me? He's lost consciousness. Come on, we need to get him out of here. He's in a weak state right now. As they finally get back to the ship, as they're at the docking, what's left of the docking? What's left of the harbor from the Omi Nation? As Jade and Doga plays Izuku in one of the captain's cabin as Toga begins dressing Izuku's wound. His wounds, not plural wound, several wounds. As she knows there's bite markings and scratches all over Izuku's body. Miss Toga, is he going to be all right? As she's on board. Yes, Queen Inko, yeah, he'll be fine. He just needs some rest. The moment I've seen him, Toga, he's remind me of someone. Someone someone a long time ago. Void reminds me of so much of Izuku. How's your people holding up, Inko? They're fine. It's going to take some time to recover from this attack, but my nation will recover. It's just going to take some time. Thank you for helping us. Of course, we're allies after all. And I have no plan to change that anytime soon. Whenever I take the throne, when my mom finally retires, whenever she feels like it, as us vampires, we have a long life. I will continue this treaty between our two nations. Miss Inko, you might want to rest. You look tired. You've been you've had a quite ordeal. Thank you, Princess Toga. As Eri tugs on Toga's dress, lady, is he gonna be alright? Don't worry, dear. He'll be fine. He's a tough one. While Jade's doing her, well, making sure everyone's alright, in discussing a few things with Inko, as you have Toga, she just wraps her arm around Izuku. She just lays down in the bed with him. Where am I? As he's trying to get up as Toga forced him down on the bed. It's alright. It's over now. Where's that dragon? You killed him. Everything's fuzzy from the fight. Why my head hurts. You're still in the middle of recovering, so please don't touch it. Jesus, Toga. Aren't you being the nurse of the day? As your fiance, it's my job to make sure you don't die, you idiot. Had me worried there. I don't like it when I see you in this condition, unless I'm the one doing the cutting. Izuku tries to laugh. Oh, that hurt. It hurts to laugh. It's good to see, the old Toga's still in there somewhere. I might have a different look, and my personality has changed somewhat. But don't think I'm not the same good old Toga. She wraps Izuku's arm around her, and she just lays on his chest. Back in our old world, all I always wanted was to have a normal life. But because of my obsession over blood, that became almost impossible. I like my life. I have a loving mother. I'm pretty good situated as a princess. And also, I have you, my love. I finally have you. And I'm going to make sure that nothing interrupts that. Have such a wonderful life together, Izuku. You need to ask Toga about, your vampire thing. Says, proceed. I'll answer it if I can. You've been talking about offspring, but can you even produce a child? Oh yeah, we can. Only royal vampires and nobles are able to produce vampires. The others have to churn them. But the survival rate of churning is very slim. How's everyone doing? Was the kid rescued? Yes, he was rescued. We'll be heading back to the capital pretty soon. Once you recover, we'll have the ceremony. Mother's already been preparing everything why we were away. But what I find concerning is Why would a black dragon attack the Omi nation and kidnap a kid? There's something not right about this. But I'll worry about that for a later date, dear. I need to make sure you're okay. Then we need to get this whole arrangement over with. Why such a hurry, Toga? I just want to be happy, that's all. I know I'm a little pushy, overbearing, obsessive, extremely protective, but I do love you. I think I've always have. I just, back then, I didn't know how to express it properly. You mean the world to me, Izukun. You really do. But you probably don't share the same feelings for me. The whole arrangement was based off a bet. But I know, deep down, you'll love me one day. You'll love both of us. Me and Jade. But there's one thing you can believe. I will never leave your side again. You're stuck with me, my little void dragon. Jade walks through the door. That's no fair, Toga. Getting brownie points before me. Sorry. Can't help it. As she gets into bed on the opposite side of Toga, she pretty much does the same thing that Toga does. As Izuku's just stuck laying in bed with the girls. As well, we need to get some rest. We'll probably be heading back to the capital in the morning. What do you mean? Simple, Void. I'll be, I'll be, I'll be accompanying you. After all, we're going to get married as well with Toga at the same time, so makes sense. I'm not allowing you out of my sight. I'm glad you're okay. You had me worried there. When I saw those energies, I was a bit of a wreck. Now try to get some sleep. As Toga and Jade kiss Izuku on the cheek as they lay down on his chest as they sleep for Izuku to recover. As that's where we're going to stop our episode off. Hope you guys have a good night and day. Judge my time sense, and I'll catch you in the next part.